about Richard Simmons? He's been making people sweat for 30 years. Could you take on the First Lady in a fitness challenge? My next guest, I think, maybe he could. Joining me now, chef and TV host Devin Alexander. She's the author of The Biggest Loser cookbook series. Also with me, San Diego reporter Ruben Galvan. Now, Ruben lost an amazing 70 pounds in the past year. He's going to tell us how he did it. But, Devin, I want to start with you. You know, Devin, I see what the First Lady's doing, and I always think sometimes when people are thinking about exercising, it just seems so daunting to get started. What are one or two things that people could do right away to get started that's easy, that's fun, something to get people in shape, just like the First Lady seems to be doing, having all that fun?
Yeah, you know, just go have fun. Do something you love. Instead of, you know, sitting around chatting with your family, just go for a walk on the beach. Or at this time of year in Middle America, go sledding. Just do something that's really fun. When we were kids, we used to jump rope for hours and our mothers would have to tell us to come indoors. And somehow when we get older, we let that go. It's crazy.
Yeah, you know, it's funny, but it's so simple. As you mentioned, just go do something. Get something done. And Ruben, I want to talk to you about your story. You lost 70 pounds in 1 year. I got to ask you, what inspired you to do that?
Well, you know, I got to tell you, being in the news business, I actually was fed up with not having energy in the morning. I'm a morning feature entertainment reporter, so as you can imagine, I got to be lively. I got to interact with so many folks. And so I remember last year, there was this one particular
Ruben, it's like, we're looking at the picture of you, by the way, Ruben. It's like night and day. 70 pounds lighter, man. Go ahead.
Right, I'm telling you, I was a big boy. I'm telling you, I was a big boy. I mean, look, I'm originally from Houston, Texas, and my mom and my dad, I mean, they brought out the tamales, they brought out the tacos, the rice and beans, and so growing up, you know, we really didn't work out on the side. You know, that really wasn't our focus. So when I got here to San Diego, I would go to a lot of media parties, and I said, you know what, I got to stop doing that. Because, you know, when you put free drinks and free food in front of my face, what am I going to do? I'm going to eat. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have a good time. So I decided last year when I went to this press junket to interview Tim McGraw and Gwyneth Paltrow, I got some photos, and I saw them when I got back to San Diego. I said, you know what? Oh, my goodness. I am so embarrassed with how I look, how I feel. I got to do something about it. So what I did, I went straight to the gym. I worked out every single day. Now, I didn't look to see what was going to come, you know, next week or next month or next year. I said, you know what? A lot of prayer, get on that treadmill, and start working out. And people looked at me like I was crazy.
And you just got it started.
I would be like, exactly. I would turn around to folks, I'd be like, ooh, good stuff, hallelujah.
It sounds like you just got it started. And, you know, Devin, I think that's one of the things for people just getting started, like you mentioned, going out and having fun. But what about diet, Devin? Just give me one thing that people could do right now. They're watching from home. They're thinking, is there one thing I could change about my diet that could really help me that's simple and easy?
Believe it or not, just paying attention to what you're eating. So many times we mindlessly eat in front of the television, or we go to a restaurant and they give us a big portion, so we eat it. Just really pay attention to every bite you put in your mouth, and don't carry the entire bag of potato chips to the sofa. Just get the big chips and do a small bowl so that you'd actually have to get up again.
All right, you know what? You guys are weighing in on Twitter and Facebook. Got a lot of responses to who she should take on next. Michelle Obama. Hennessy, says definitely Hillary Clinton. And if Iran keeps it up, Ahmadinejad. Who needs real guns? Talking about Michelle and those guns. Kayla says Madonna next. You know, I think what she's doing, Ruben, is she's really, by making these appearances, getting people excited about fitness. And I think it's really going to work, it seems.
And you know what? It is contagious. You know why? Because, you know, for myself, I book and produce all my segments. So since I've lost 75 pounds, you know, I'm hitting the gyms, I'm hitting the schools, and I'm like, all right, guys, we can do it. We can do it as a group, and let's have some fun. And so that's my message. Have a good time. Do what makes you happy, and stay healthy. And
all right, both
bring
Ruben,
it on, Mrs. Obama. Come